Hello everybody, well Swaggins here, we're back with it. Today we got an Eden run, as you can see, and we are taking it to Mega Stand, because that is what we rolled. What did we start with? Because we have a build. The damage is okay. Listen, we got tier rate, that's the more important thing. We have scatter bombs, which could be interesting, and dull razor. I feel like, oh god, we have 1 HP. Oh, it's not giving me very good Eden starts. This is very lackluster. Well, you know how it be. Listen, we gotta lock in a little bit for this start, but I will say these are items that, they could do something. I like them when, you kind of get the game breaky stuff to these items, but you're just on their own right at the start. That's all we got. I don't know about that. But, past that, I'll be streaming on Sunday. Be doing some Elden Ring, continuing that, and yeah, that's about it. I don't have another announcement. Yes, by the way, I did see the person who lost their super long Eden streak. I talk about that guy occasionally. Yeah, I'm not taking that again. Listen, we just did a Tiny Planet run. I'm not doing it again. I'm not doing it again. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care oh no, what about the fricket we ball? What about the fricket we ball? I don't care. I don't care. We did that last time. It didn't work. I died to Hush. That's why we don't take it. Anyways, yeah, I know about that guy. I talk about him occasionally. Yeah, he died. I mean, listen, I'm gonna be real. I would never play the game like that. I'm gonna be real. Playing Eden every single day. I know we're playing Eden today. It's kind of thematic. Dude, there's no enjoyment to be had out of that. Like, yeah, Eden is random, but Eden on average is pretty good. Like, I mean, hell, the proof of that is the fact that, what was he at? 4,800 wins in a row? And he's been doing that for the past 3 years. Yeah, listen. You can do whatever you want in life. Everybody's got free will. I wouldn't do that. Personally, I like playing Isaac for 3 years, no problem, right? But, like, same character? He's random, but he's not so random, Give me the other characters. They have unique mechanics. I like throwing hell, even a tainted Lazarus every once in a blue moon. Not Eden every day. Not just Eden. It's 2 random items. It's not that complex. I don't know. Yeah, he died. I mean, it happens. Even when you do everything right, the game can still screw you. Although I will say, people, it's crazy to me. Yeah, I saw the Reddit post for it as well. People were going like, well, he technically messed up here. No, the room he ran into was the zombie room where they rush you right at the start and there's some rocks in the way and stuff. Not like that hard of a room, but it's hard at the very beginning of the run. It was the first room he ran into. He just started the run. He had 1 HP on Eden and there was a champion zombie in there. No, it's a bullshit room. You have to, you have to dodge it a certain way. He had telekinesis and he popped it maybe a tinge too early, but listen, the game's weird, man. There's some bullshit rooms in this game. That's why I poke fun at them occasionally, because, it's like, oh, they removed the tedious rooms in the game. No, you didn't. You don't know what you're talking about. Like, listen, they nerfed the bomb fly bridge room. That's a classic example of their latest, confusion. Oh, hell no. This is what we're doing in this run? But, they don't know what they're talking about with the tedious rooms thing. That's why I always poke fun at it. There's actual tedious rooms in this game that are like, what the fuck? There's really tedious enemies. That room's tough. That room's just tough. It's annoying. There's a solid, I would say, 30% chance, no matter what's going on, right at the start of the run, you're gonna get hit in that room. Like, I don't know what you do about it, genuinely. And don't hit me with the I can do it, my eyes closed, Bill. Shut the hell up. Don't even start with me on that. I hate the backseaters right now that do that. Not the actual with my eyes closed thing, but it's like, oh, Bill, it's a skill solution thing. Everything's a skill solution. Not everything's a skill solution. That guy had the game solved. I mean, he still does. It's not like he lost anything, right? He just lost his streak. But that guy has the game solved. Maybe not for the other characters, but damn for Eden, which, encompasses the core of all the characters of the game. Yeah, he's got it solved. Listen, there's no skill problem there. Could he have done something differently? Yeah, sure, but you're not. You're not. Don't even act like you will. I saw some of the people on the Reddit. It's like, oh, he threw the run. What the fuck are you talking about? Bro, he sounded relieved when he died. He was like, fine, I can stop doing this bullshit every day. I don't know what he's gonna do now. I don't really watch him. His name's Chewy for you. But yeah, it was super long Eden streaker. I always say it all the time. Streaking's just not my kind of thing though. The tainted lost streakers as well. What's a good examples of them? God, I haven't watched them in a while. You know, tainted lost streakers. You see them all the time. Those are the ones that get the most views on Twitch. If your name's not Lazy Matt Man or Northern Lion, who occasionally streams the game once in a blue moon. You know, those are the people that get the most views because, I don't know, people like watching streaks. I'm not sure. Really, listen, maybe it's just not a me thing. I don't get the appeal of watching a streak. Like, they play the game the same way every time. That's my problem. It's like, yeah, some interesting things can happen, but for the most part, I don't even want. I'm not pointing out anybody here. They just look bored. They just look bored. Like, listen, you see how I don't even look at the game right now? They just do this shit, but they'll be tainted lost and they'll fly inside a rock and they'll just take the longest possible way to clear the room because it's a safe way to clear the room. There's that dopamine you get when you finally do beat your streak and stuff, but like, man, they don't beat their streaks often. I'm gonna tell you that. Like, maybe once every 6 months or something. I'm not even sure. I'm just spitballing numbers, right? But like, listen, it ain't for me. I don't know the appeal. I don't question it too much. To each their own. Bada bing, bada boom. I'm not going to talk about GTA 6 today. Listen, that's still an ongoing thing. I'll talk about it once it's more over because low-key, this guy's going to start spoiling the game for realsies. Like, the things I talked about weren't really big spoilers. They were just minor gameplay things that confirm things or not confirm things, you know. But like, he's going to start spoiling things here soon. There's this holy, like, weird holy crusade thing he's going on with it about he's a crypto scammer. I'm gonna talk about this guy. I can talk about the guy, whatever. There's no spoilers there. Unless you're gonna get spoiled about this guy. I don't know. This guy's a crypto scammer, guys. It's the most obvious and routine cliche rug pull method crypto bro scam that exists. I mean, like, I don't know how else I'm supposed to describe it here. There are some people who genuinely believes he's doing this for a good cause or something. No, he's doing this to scam you. He's promoting his crypto. And listen, if I don't want to be mean, I'm feeling a little mean today. God damn, I don't know why I'm feeling mean today, but I don't want to be mean. But like, listen, if you think for even a second, for a pintosecond, a picosecond, I don't care how small of a measurement you're gonna get. If it's a crypto bro, you shouldn't trust a damn thing that's coming out of their mouth. He doesn't care about fucking probably the disc thing that, you know, is going on with Rockstar. I already pointed out why that's a stupid thing. Like, getting on Rockstar's case, who cares? Get on fucking Sony. Sony's the ones really pushing that. Finally, we get an item, by the way. The whole base of the logic and why he's doing it doesn't even make sense. Factor in the fact that, like, he's pushing his crypto and he's clearly he's okay. I didn't talk about this because this wasn't a thing when I first talked about it, but he's running polls now for what the next video should be, like what he'll do a video about. And it'll be something like, oh, I'll show off plane footage next, or show off the strip club next. I'm just speaking about literally what's happened today. But, you know, and people put these votes in. The votes are clearly being manipulated in the first place. There's these like solid numbers where it'll say like 76,000 exactly votes have gone in to the plane video, right? And it's like, he's clearly making it seem like people have put money into this to vote. So some people will be gullible enough to do that. It's all a crypto scam because you got to buy in to vote. Please, if you're one of my viewers and you have genuinely done that, please don't. And I usually don't, you know, do whatever you want in life sometimes, but don't do that. This is like the inner dad coming in out of me. Don't do that. Don't be an idiot. I don't want to be mean. Don't be an idiot. That guy's a crypto scammer through and through. It's so obvious. This is like an AI. This is like an AI video that's super fucking obvious, and somehow grandma is still being tricked by it. That's how bad it is. This is like, you know, the tech call scammers, and, you know, oh, you hit the wrong free download button, call here, and they pick up the phone and it's like some guy in India, and it's like, oh, we are from Windows, That is okay. That's wicked stuff. I should not do voices. I should not do voices. I'm just thinking of like, you know, what's his name? What's his name? Starts with a B. Oh God, why is it on the tip of my tongue? My brain's fried today. But you know, what's his name? Starts with a B. He wears the sunglasses all the time. He does the, you know, he does the anti-scam calls. Listen, that guy. It's still on the, like, every time I look away, the name almost comes into my brain. I hate when that happens. But you know what I mean? Like, you know, I'm not saying anything specifically about a specific nationality. I should say that preemptively because, like, listen, that's just where a lot of crypto scams come from. It's very rare they come from somewhere else, like just say like Russia or China. They don't really come from those places because I'm not really sure why it's mainly a South Asian thing, like you know, India. I'm not really sure why it's like that. It must probably be like a law thing or something that they can get away with it. I don't know, but you know what I'm saying. Like, don't fall for an obvious scam. That's what I'm saying here. I'm getting like derailed by my own line of thought here. Don't get scammed by something that's super obvious. Don't give that man money. Don't buy into his crypto. Like, what the fuck? They're genuinely people. There's a subreddit right now called GTA 6 Unmoderated. Okay, listen, I should already tell you, don't go on that subreddit. I go out of there in morbid curiosity. There are some genuine motherfucking idiots on that subreddit. Me included, because I'm wasting my time even being there, right? But like, there's some people who like genuinely believe this guy's doing something for a good cause, or he's doing this because something like, oh, it's not a crypto scam. He's just trying to raise money and awareness. What the fuck are you talking about? That's my response immediately. Why was I like taking time to dodge? I could just block the tears. But you know, it's like, what are you talking about? I don't know, man. Listen, I'm getting old and bitter. That's the problem. I'm just getting old and bitter. I don't have the like patience anymore for that kind of thing. Point is, at the end of the day, it's absolutely ridiculous. What am I doing? I'm walking away before I even pick up the damn. Oh, let's pick up Eden's birthright, but not pick up the items. I just wanted to pick it up because it's fun. Daddy long legs, right? You know, it's a whole thing. I'm going to talk about it when the whole thing's said and done. Like I said, he's going to piss off Take-Two, and I always bring up my friend arguments here because, you know, I feel like they bring good, like, counter context. I said that, you know, it's like, man, he's going to piss off Take-Two, and he's going to piss off the Chinese Illuminati and stuff like that. I still think that's true, but they were, you know, my friend always likes to, you know, argue with me about things because, you know, offering different perspectives and things like that. But why do we have two of them? Why do we have two daddy long legs? Twins. I forgot how twins works. Holy shit. I play this game. I for sure play this game. I don't use twins enough. But anyways, he said like, oh, you know, he could get away with it, you know, because if he's in a country where there's really no copyright laws and, you know, they can't really get to him, or maybe he just, you know, takes the money and runs. Listen, I don't even think he's going to do that. This guy's an idiot, first and foremost, because he's openly bragging with, like, the clips he's posting with, like, in-game cutscenes of, like, it's the same shit he keeps posting, right? But he's clearly got an ego, and he's a smart guy, because obviously he got the build somehow, and he's evading Take-Two even now still. But, like, at the same time, he's an idiot, because, like, why are you trying to piss them off? Because if you live in any country that is part of the EU or China, the US, whatever, they're going to get you, and it's going to be inevitable, and all that money you got from the crypto, they're just gonna get it back. I don't know what you're trying to do here, because the gameplay footage is gonna come out in less than a week anyways. I don't know. Sorry, I'm feeling mean today. I don't know why I'm feeling mean. I feel like I'm just attacking things today. Apologies. I don't know. We're evil build today. But, you know, I'm just saying, don't be a freaking idiot, man. This whole thing's stupid. I I'll say one more thing about GTA 6 before I stop talking about it, because I'm not really talking about anything that's like crazy, right? But I see some motherfuckers going, oh, the game looks ugly. Oh, they really haven't expanded on anything from RDR2. What the fuck are you talking about? First and foremost, yeah, obviously they have, because I've seen the gameplay. They've expanded on some things, right? But what the hell are you talking about? First and foremost, you shouldn't be comparing this to RDR2. You should be comparing this to GTA 5, because they're both Grand Theft Auto games. Yeah, I know RDR2 was the last Rockstar game, but like graphically, this game already looks better, and hell, you can barely tell that it looks better because... Do I do this? Yeah, those are better items by far. And we have Piggy Bank now with Doll Razor, so we can do this. But you know, the game looks better automatically. In the game, the footage is like 480p crunched up like old YouTube compression footage. This shit looks ass because of the video. But the game, you can still tell, looks great. There's these cool blood physics and stuff. It looks great. But like... some genuine motherfuckers who I think they just want to be mad, who are like, oh, the game looks ugly, and oh, this is it, this is all they have to offer. What the fuck are you talking about? I don't listen. I'm feeling Dark Bill he's on rant mode today, and listen, this is what Isaac videos are. If I get into rant mode, this is what the whole video turns into. But I'm not going to talk about GTA 6 all day because, listen, that's ridiculous. I'm going to wait because God knows what's going to happen. I told you on the last one he was going to keep doing this, right? And he kept doing it. So I'm just going to wait till it's all over, and then I'll talk about the whole thing. But if something crazy happens in between, I'll talk about it. But yeah, I don't know, man. It's freaking wild. Yeah, I don't know, man. Is there anything else going on in the real world right now? I don't think so. I feel like everybody's so focused on the GTA 6 stuff. I don't even think Take-Two cares. Like from an actual point of view, like how much damage is this guy doing? I don't think they care because they're about to release the gameplay footage anyways. I have been looking at their stock because it's one of my favorite things to do right now, to look at company stocks to see how they perform. Not to, invest or anything. I don't really buy into stocks, but, not to invest, but because stocks are a good indication of what is happening right now in the back areas of the companies and the investors and things like that, and what they think of the company. I always think it's interesting to look at it because you look at these companies and you can see if they're actually being affected. Because if the investors get pissed, then, the companies actually deal with problems. But Take-Two is fine. They don't care. I was also, I'll talk about Tencent today because this is kind of Take-Two adjacent. So we're not really talking about GTA 6 because I was arguing to my friend today about the whole thing as well, because we were talking about the Chinese Illuminati thing. I love to word it like this. I don't actually mean this, by the way. I should I should clarify this because with my friends, I'll talk about it like this, right? Because they know I'm not being dead serious. I'm not tinfoil hat on. No. No, I don't think there's actually a genuine Chinese Illuminati here. But these big companies obviously do get together and they will absolutely go out and target people that hurt their investments, which a lot of these companies invest into each other. I mean, hell, do you guys remember back in the day? Because I'm using one of my friends' example. Back in the day, during the Half-Life 2 beta, and a lot of you might be too young to remember this, but during the Half-Life 2 beta, there was a guy who leaked the build. And Valve, the same Valve that you know and love, at least you think you do, I don't know. You don't know Valve personally, I suppose. But, the Valve you know and love. Dude, when that guy leaked the Half-Life 2 beta build, they were pissed. They were mad. They were absolutely mad. And this was before they were big. Steam was not a big thing yet. Steam was about to become a big thing, but it wasn't a big thing yet. They tried to trick the guy to come in. It's like, oh yeah, come in. We'll give you a position. They were going to get that guy arrested on the spot over a leaking of the Half-Life 2 beta. And think, Half-Life wasn't even that big back then. Relative to GTA and stuff, oh dude, it's not even close. They're not even in the same ballpark. Yeah, we all love Half-Life 2 nowadays, but back when it was first going to come out, ain't nobody cared about Half-Life 2 like that. Yeah, it was a game that was coming out. People were excited for it. Not that kind of game, though, little bro. Not that kind of game. Not GTA 6 territory. GTA 6 is projected, what, 2 billion at the minimum in profits? Yeah, it's not the same game. Half-Life 2. I don't even know how much money it made. It's not that much, though. Not even close. But, like, they were pissed just from that. Think how pissed Take-Two really is from, like, the, you know, people trying to make money. The rich people that we like to, ooh, rich people, bah. We know. Those people we like to hate. Think about how pissed they are right now. That these guys are even daring to try this on GTA 6. It ain't gonna end well. But I've been looking at the stocks. They're not too affected, actually, because I think because actually a lot of the normal person's reception is at the GTA 6 unmoderated subreddit. I know I said I wasn't going to talk about GTA 6. It just keeps coming back up because it's the context, okay? But, like, you know, the GTA 6 unmoderated people, those aren't normal people. They're weird. They're just weird, okay? They're weird people. Those aren't normal people. That's not the average opinion. I think most people are seeing GTA 6 right now with the leaks and stuff, and they're just like, it looks great. It looks great. That's why the, you know, stocks and stuff is, like, moderately not affected. I saw some dips today, especially when he, I'm really trying not to talk about the same topic. It keeps coming back to this. It's the topic of the week, right? But, like, he released some footage today that made some people think, that he has full access to a build. Yeah, I'm not going to get into this today, but he has full access to a build and stuff, and yada yada. I saw their stock did drop down when it was shown, because presumably that did some damage, because a lot of people, probably investors too in the Take-Two, thought, oh, he's going to leak a build of GTA 6, which, you know, is bad. That's bad for the stocks. That's bad for the investments. That's bad for the money. Yeah, that was the one time I saw it drop so far. I don't know, though. It's crazy. It's crazy what's going on. I'm glad we actually managed to fix this build, by the way. This build was, whew, it was going very badly at the start. We still lost out on a couple items, but it's okay. We need to grab the key pieces at some point. I didn't grab the key piece in the angel room, did I? Why did I not? I killed him to grab the key. This is what happens when I yap. Listen. I just got to make it a little bit harder for myself. But anyways, that's about it. I don't know if there's anything else going on. I actually have something I'll talk about here in the future soon. It relates to me. This is a personal talking topic, right? But I can't talk about it yet. But I'll talk about it in the future here soon. Probably like next week or something. You'll know, because I'll bring it up. I'll be like, hey, this is the talking topic. But, yeah. I don't know. It's crazy. I think there's this problem in society right now where so many people are gullible. Maybe it's just me because I'm seeing it more because, like, you know, there's the AI stuff happening now. People, oh God, it pisses me off to no end. When people claim everything is AI, not everything's AI, motherfucker. Just because something's CGI does not mean it's AI. That does not mean it's AI. But, you know, so many people are gullible right now, and they're falling for either AI or they think everything's AI, and it leads to so many fucking problems when talking about anything. Like, oh, you didn't know that was AI? It's not AI. What the fuck are you talking about? I watch cooking videos all the time, right? I'm obviously a cook, right? So, like, you know, I watch cooking videos all the time. So many motherfuckers now call these cooking videos AI because it looks nice at the end. What the fuck are you... Oh, past whatever you're smoking, dude, because, like, no, you... Listen, AI is obvious when you get into the details and stuff, like water, you know, mixing things together. AI can't replicate that, even now. It's getting pretty damn good, and if maybe you weren't paying attention, you wouldn't notice, but... Everybody just calls AI everything now. Funnily, there was an AI thing today, actually, about a game. I have no idea what this whole thing was about, but it's for the Nintendo Switch, apparently. So there was this game. It's probably still coming out. I'm sorry, I forget what it was called. I might post it in the Discord if I remember later. But there was this game that was coming out, and they were getting held up because apparently they used AI or something. So they showed off their gaming dev footage, which everybody saw they were using AI in. And they said they weren't. And this isn't like, you know, this isn't like the type of AI where it's like, oh, it's like assisted in the development, where it's like, you know, the good AI, where it's like, oh, you get some ideas, brainstorm some ideas, you know, the morally gray in between of AI, you know what I mean? Like a lot of coders and people like that use it nowadays like that. Not like that. This was generative AI, like they were actually making game assets just straight up in AI. So they released a trailer today for their game. And like to prove that they weren't using AI. Guys, this fucking trailer was a bunch of PNG stills of AI generated images with AI generated effects, and then on top of that, AI generated music. I seriously, when I saw the Reddit thread, I always poke at Reddit like this, but like, dude, I saw the Reddit thread. People were pointing out like the more finer details that were like giving us like, oh, this is AI. You could tell because of how he's got 4 fingers. Let's go into this. I knew it was AI within 0.1 seconds of the video starting, because you know AI music, like, you know how what's the most popular AI music app nowadays? I don't remember, but like it always does this thing. It's got this tone to it when it starts playing, and when it, especially with vocals, that always gives it away that it's AI. This shit was the most on the nose, on the fucking hammer of the nail AI music I've ever heard in my life. Within literally my human reaction time of clicking the play button and hearing the first noise, I knew it was AI. It was that obvious. And motherfuckers typing in the comments, oh, I'm pretty sure this is AI because you could tell because that one object doesn't look right. And it's like, that's not what gave it away, brother. I mean, yeah, sure, that's something. There are a million different other things that are giving away that it's AI just immediately. And I'm not trying to be mean. Listen, we're dark build today, okay? You're just gonna have to deal with that. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just saying, if you can't tell it's AI, obviously, just immediately from something like that, you are a lost cause. I am scared for our future generation here. They're gonna have to deal with like false information and scams and tech scams, you know, like how, you know, tech scam callers, like I was just talking about earlier, you know, when they're using AI instead, when the, you know, the AI voices and all the other stuff starts getting a lot more legit sounding and looking. I am scared for our future generation. Hell, even I'm not going to be immune to that. I'm not saying that I'm like, oh, I'm not going to have that problem. When I'm old, when I'm 70, if AI is still progressing at the same rate it is right now, I'm fucked. Dude, I'm just not going to use my phone. Like, seriously. Like, dude, it's not safe. Like, you don't know, man. You never know. You never know. Like, I don't know how you're going to confirm shit later on, because AI is just getting better and better at sounding human. Like, in text and in voice and even in footage. I don't know what you're going to do. Some of y'all motherfuckers be like, oh, there'll be signs later on. If AI keeps progressing at the same way it is right now, there are not going to be signs 40 years from now, 50 years from now. You're going to have to use AI to detect if it's AI, because only AI could detect that minor, like, vocal frequency change that it detected at minute 42 seconds. Like, you're not going to be able to tell. Only an AI is going to be able to tell. You're fucked. You're effed. You have no way of telling. And I think that's genuinely, like, I'm scared. I'm scared for what the future holds for that, because I have no idea. I have no idea how society, how governments are going to be able to do, like, regulate that. I mean, you can kind of see the U.S. government kind of regulates it. I don't even like to talk about the U.S. government nowadays, but you know what I mean. Like, recently they shut down stuff like Fable and stuff, right? And then it came back, but like it came back, I think, nerfed. Is that how it was? Sorry, I don't pay too much attention to it, but you know, they regulate these things because it gets too strong. Like, they're getting scared now. They're getting scared now because they become national level weapons. Like, these things become threats to, you know, hey, yeah, you, I can hear you looking the entire time. I'm in the middle of talking right now. Dark build doesn't play around. Sorry, she's doing the thing where she takes a bath in the middle of the video. I can just hear. It's like, dude, stop. But you know, it's like they're shutting shit down now. They're shutting stuff down now. They're scared of the AI now. Think 30 years down the line. Like, dude, you see warfare already changing, like in actual wars and stuff, because of how good AI is. AI drones, AI weapons, everything. AI is genuinely like the next internet. I'm not trying to hype it up. I'm not trying to glaze it. I'm just saying, if it keeps progressing the way it does, even if the AI bubble pops, this shit's still going to keep going. The internet had a bubble, guys. When we say the AI bubble is going to pop, that just means, like, you know, stuff like hardware prices will start going back down because not every single company that ever fucking exists will keep investing into it. Think about right now, nowadays, hardware companies for like PCs and stuff. Sorry, I'm talking, but like, you know, hardware companies for PCs and stuff, Is the music mod working? Was that the normal Satan theme? Wait. Is my music mod not working? Oh. I didn't realize. Wait. Our music mod isn't working. Weird. That's the normal Satan theme. I haven't heard that in 30 billion years. Or the Devil Deal theme. Weird. I don't know. What the fuck, bro? Or this is not. No. Oh, this is the mod still. Wait, why? Was the Devil Deal theme weird to you guys? Is that the normal one? I haven't heard the normal Devil Deal theme in so long. Holy shit, I have no idea. I'm going crazy. Anyways, when we talk about the internet and, like, you know, the AI bubble and stuff, the internet also had there was an internet bubble, and there was hardwares and prices and stuff for, if you look at prices for computers in early 2000s and stuff, holy shit, was everything expensive. Smart TVs, when they first came out too, still fucking expensive. Shit was really expensive back then for hardware and stuff. It was only between around 2007, I want to say Windows 7, probably when Windows 7 came out, and to, like, before AI, just pre-AI, so about 2021, 2022, hardware prices were actually good for once. They were great. Everybody could get into it. There were still expensive things, of course, like, you know, obviously graphics cards were on the higher end of things, but, you know, things were affordable. Internet had the same kind of bubble. And that was the bubble that existed in early 2000s because the internet was becoming big. Everybody and everything was investing in the internet. But think about it nowadays. The internet's still interlinked into everything. I'm just waiting for the freaking star to show up. That way I can go into the fight with this. But the internet is still linked into everything. It's going to happen to AI too. Just because the AI bubble pops does not mean AI is going to go away or something, guys. It just means that hardware prices and stuff will finally start to coast back down because finally, I'm very scared, by the way, of our keys. I should have taken that key. Maybe there's a sacrifice room nearby. But it just means hardware prices and stuff are going to go back down. AI is still going to keep going. It's not going to stop just because the bubble popped. You're still going to have to deal with the problems that AI has made. It's not going anywhere, man. AI is too useful of a tool in practical applications and for the average consumer who just enjoys, oh, I just like talking to my AI chatbot girlfriend. That's not going away. It's only actually going to become more prevalent and worse because it's just going to get better. Now, is it going to progress the same rate it has been recently in the past, like, few years? Maybe not. It depends. It really depends. We don't know because it's a different kind of, you know, development cycle. Basically, revelations happen all the time with AI right now where it's like, oh, well, we discovered a better way to make our learning models and we can offer the same thing, GPT 5.20, whatever it's called right now. I don't know. There's a fucking 3 million models of AI at this point. We can do everything ChatGPT 5.2 does right now, but for 1/100th of the price. And it's available to everybody. That's the kind of advancements that are made in AI right now. They get smarter, they get better, and they become cheaper. And it's going to keep doing that until finally it pops because maybe they hit a brick wall. Maybe the investors realize it's not really worth the investment anymore. There's multiple factors. It's not one thing. But anyways, yeah, sorry, I'm yapping about things today. But that's like I said, it's how it happens when I get in the rant mode. And I'm Dark Bill today. Dark Bill don't play. He don't play. Right now, he's serious. I don't know what I'm talking about. Sorry. But, you know, I mean, it is serious. I mean, I'm talking about that. Like, I'm dead ass about that. Obviously, you know, there's more nuances to that than I'm like just kind of briefly going over, and there's more to it just overall. Hell, I might have even said some wrong things, but you know, listen, I'm not some information news channel. I'm just a guy who yaps. I play a video game in the background, try not to die, while most of the time looking to my right because I like looking at my face while I talk. To make sure there's nothing weird going on behind me or something. I don't know. But you know, like, I'm not always 100% accurate with what I say, but for the most part, I mean, that is true. Maybe not 100%, but like 99%. 99%, I would say. Probably, maybe. I always make somebody mad with these, though. It's like, oh, I don't want to hear you talk about this, Bill. I don't care. Hold on, I just want to point this out. I don't care. I come here to talk, and I come here to yap. Listen, if you're that invested in the Isaac gameplay, it's still there. You can technically mute me. You could technically mute me, but, you know, listen, the Isaac gameplay ain't that interesting. I play this game on autopilot if we're playing on an easier type run. Like, I don't even gotta look. This is an easier type run. That Hush run yesterday, or not yesterday, the day before, though, that's okay. That was a different story. Don't take Tiny Planet. That's why I didn't take it today. Now, if I knew we were gonna get Esau Jr., I totally would have, by the way, taken the Tiny Planet still, because we would have only had to deal with it for a few floors. But listen, I didn't know if we were gonna get Esau Jr. or not. That was not worth the risk. I was not dealing with that again. Do I need more money? What are you doing? She's doing the thing again where she flips upside down. It's like I make her mad by telling her she can't take a bath while I'm talking. I'm not sure. She's a freak. Listen, you guys see my dog occasionally. She's a freak, man. She's a freak. She's a reactive dog, and when she's like at home chilling, it's like she's got to release that energy at some point, and it's when I'm apparently talking on videos. When I'm not doing my videos, I dead ass don't. I'm not even joking when I say this. This dog is asleep 99% of the time, unless I say a specific word. Outside. That's all I have. That's all I have to say. If I say that word, that dog is sprinting across the room, sitting at my door, and she is just going to wait there. I can't say that word. Like, that word can't come up in normal conversation, or it might trigger her. There's like a solid 70% chance. And then she's going to want to do that. Whenever I get a free chance, I'm going to have to let her, go do that. By the way, still no angel. God damn it. We might still be able to get in, by the way. Since basically our deal is now dependent on getting a sacrament, I'm going to take this because free damage. Okay, that's not the normal thing. Is that the normal theme of the game? I don't know. Why is the music weird? That's not... I can't remember. Guys, I have not played Base Isaac in so long with no mods. I don't even know what that sounds like. I forget what the devil sounds like. But obviously the music's different. But this is the normal cathedral, right? But the womb was different. Unless the song's about to change. Because Sacrilege, it sounds vanilla until it's not, right? Yeah, see, this is Sacrilege. This is Sacrilege. I don't understand. Why does it sound like it's weird shit mixed in with not weird shit? Am I crazy? I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. Listen, I'm confused. Listen, I just work here. I don't even know what the music of this game is. 3 Dead Gods, by the way. By the way, we are going to do that thing, so... I don't know. Did I bring this up? Sorry, guys. Short-term memory loss. Long-term, I don't know. I don't even remember the last time I brought this up, so... Could be either or. We are going to do Fiend Folio here soon. I actually responded to somebody's comment recently on an old video where I think it was actually the Mod Sunday videos. It was like one of the last ones. Like, are you ever going to do Fiend Folio again? They added something with like Epiphany. I am going to do that. I responded to that person. When it's like an old comment like that, or not an old comment, but like an old video comment like that, and I see it, I'll respond to it personally, almost like 100% of the time. But like, otherwise, I respond to your guys' daily comments in the videos. But I am going to do the Fiend Folio thing again. If Fiend Folio does have an Epiphany interaction now with the new update, I know it had the new update. I guess I might throw Epiphany on, but dude, We've done this before. I know how hard that is. That shit is genuinely harder than fucking Casey's mod in Inscription right now. I'm not even playing. Like, that thing is hard. And I'm pretty damn good at this game. Usually, I would say I would give myself, if I had to give myself an objective rating, like at Isaac, we're comparing everybody. Percentile. Probably like 90 percentile. But, or, you know, top 10%. Not 90 percentile is the bottom. That would be the opposite. Okay, we can do this. We can do this. Probably top 10%. But, like, actual skill-wise, like how good you can actually get at the game, probably a 6 or 7 out of 10. You can get way better at the game than I currently play it. Especially if you bother to remember everything. Me, I just gotta... I fucking wing it. I just wing it half the time. Like, that's probably fine. Well, yeah, good enough. Hey, it might work, it might not work. That's how I play this game. I'm just like, it might work, might not work. Don't know. We'll see. But, you know, you play it like, for example, Chewy, we were talking about him. You play it like Chewy. Dude. Yeah, that's like probably like objectively rating him. He's probably like a 9.5 out of a 10. There are people that are better who are absolute freaks at Isaac. Listen, I'm being as nice as I can about it. You're a freak at Isaac. You're a freak, dude. No hard feelings, but like you're a freak. But like those people, they're a different beast. They play the game on a different mindset, on a different grind set. I don't even know what they're doing. Like I'm lost. They'll be like, yeah, you didn't know about that interaction between Poop Fly and Butt Finger. Ugh, idiot. That's obvious. That's beginner level stuff. It's like, what are you talking about? And then they'll like do something where they have to hit something on the 37th frame of like the room, and it'll let them like teleport to the end of the fort. No, that's not actually a thing. But like comparatively, that's what it feels like sometimes. I don't know. Yeah, I'd say I'm probably like a 6 or 7 out of 10. Like, yeah, pretty good. Because the average person in this game, listen, most of y'all suck. I'm not even trying to be mean with that one. That's not even being mean. I'm just spitting facts. Most of y'all suck at this game. I've seen how most of y'all play. You guys suck. You guys sometimes come at streamers and you're like, oh, you guys suck. Oh my God, I could do this with my eyes closed. Then I posted one of like a while back. I think it was like a month or two back, of some guy like saying he was better than the streamer. And then when he like the streamer put him on the spot during the stream to play, the guy didn't even have all the characters unlocked. It's just like, bro, what are you talking about? How are you gonna shit talk me? You don't even have fucking Isaac on, or Isaac with D6 unlocked. You have Blue Baby unlocked. What are you talking about? That's how you all be. That's how y'all be. You guys backseat. You ain't know what you're talking about. Ow! Woohoo! Oh! Yo, we gotta stop. We gotta chill. We gotta chill. We gotta chill. Okay, we're live. That's good. That's good. That's good. We're live. Yeah, some of y'all better keep those lips closed. I'll catch you in actual, like, real life trying that shit on me. I will fight you. Don't come at me with Isaac. My friends sometimes come at me with Isaac. Like, oh, Isaac is a fucking easy game. No, it's not. The fuck are you saying? It's like, oh, I beat Mom. On what, your 10th try? Okay, congratulations. You're average. It's like, brother, we're talking base Mom in the game. You want to compare to me? I can do it with my eyes closed, probably. Like base Isaac. Like, not the modded version of Mom we have. That Mom's a freak. But like, base Mom, you could react to her solely off sound. It'd be a little hard. With base Isaac, it's a little hard, but you could do it. Because basically every enemy she spawns has a sound. I'd have to lock in a little bit, but you know, actually doing it with my eyes closed, probably good. That's not a challenge I'm willing to do though. That just sounds annoying. It would probably take me like 20 tries or something. Maybe like it'd be like normal Dark Souls boss tries. It's hard, but like totally doable. But like, I beat Mom. This game's easy, bro. You beat the tutorial boss. Congratulations. You don't even know what 99% of the items do. I'm not even trying to be like a gatekeeper. You're trying to tell me the game's easy? This is one of the harder roguelikes there are. Not that it's like the hardest, obviously not. There are some way harder roguelikes. Hell, even Inscription Casey's mod is harder. But like, it's a hard game. And it's the fact that it's actually a game that, you know, you have to use skill for, not just knowledge. Knowledge is a big part of Isaac, but skill is also like, you know, knowing how to fire your tiers and stuff so you hit your shots. That's a big part of the game. That's why I like Isaac so much, just genuinely, because it's like there's two elements to the game. It's not just RNG. It's also RNG and you. I think that's where kind of Edmund kind of got it wrong with Mugenics too. Mugenics has skill to it, but it's a, you know, it's a, well, what's the term? What am I looking for? Top down, XCOM like, you know, XCOM like. Those games aren't super skill based, more or less like they're puzzle games almost in a way, where it's like you just have to solve the solution and hope RNG doesn't screw you. XCOM's the same way, you know. You can set yourself up for success as best as you can, but RNG could still absolutely screw you, and sometimes the tile sets are just hard. In this game, I can move in any direction I want. I can shoot whenever I want, and generally there are no limits. There's engine limits, which, listen, if you're hitting the engine limit, you're beating the game anyways, but if we're talking normal gameplay, you know, there's no limits of what you can do. I don't know. I'm done yapping. I'm not going to yap all day. I've probably angered so many people. Probably got like some guy who's going to write in the comments like, oh, that guy's crypto scam is totally legit. Fuck you, Bill. I'm unshubbing. Bye. Sorry, you're wasting your money. I'm not going to get in the GTA 6. Like I said, I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait to talk about it. I will definitely talk about the gameplay reveal, though, because if this stuff isn't over by the time the gameplay reveal comes out, I'll talk about the gameplay reveal. I'll probably like do an update on that guy as well, because the gameplay reveal, dude, listen, if you don't want to go watch it, I mean, I'll warn you at the start of the video, we're going to talk about the gameplay reveal today, but I know some of you don't want to get spoiled on GTA 6 at all. That's why I preface before I start talking about the stuff where I talk about GTA 6 spoilers, right? Which most of what I'm talking about isn't anything to do with the story. It's just, you know, gameplay reveals and stuff and features that might be in the game. So far, that guy hasn't spoiled anything about the story, really, that we didn't already know. So probably he won't do that, but we'll see. I don't know. I shouldn't assume anything with that guy. That guy, don't even get me started. Don't get me restarted, I should say. Yeah, that's about it, though. I hope I didn't make anybody mad today. By the way, I'm open for also new game suggestions for whatever will inevitably replace Inscription. We're not going to play Inscription forever, right? I do like Inscription, but I am not a forever Inscription person. That is not me. But we'll try and get Inscription fully done. It's just, I think as we get deeper into Inscription, we're going to more consistently beat runs because, well, one, I know what I'm doing more, and two, we'll have more cards and more starter decks that we can work with that'll make the game easier. So I think we're gonna speed up, but you guys did tell me there is a challenge in the game that is really hard, like equivalent to ultra hard, like bullshit hard. So that'll probably delay me for a while, but the in-between will probably pick up on, I would assume. That's about it. Yeah, I don't know. I don't have any other talking topics today. I'm just gonna dodge Satan now. I still don't know why Repentagon causes lag, by the way. No idea what that's about. It was a problem in Save File 2. Was it all the way through? Maybe it was all the way through. I don't remember. But it was a problem, right? It's a Repentagon issue. I'm not sure why Repentagon causes it on my computer. I don't think other people have this problem, but I do. I'm not sure why. I don't know. But it's still a problem even now. Updated in different mods. I don't know. All I know is that it lags, and it's not that big of a deal. With our current setup, we haven't done anything too crazy. But I think if we did go into maybe a lot of item dupes, like, you know, sometimes we would do in Save File 2, it would freeze up and lag again. I don't know. But anyways, hopefully y'all enjoyed that video. We will not be ranting on the next one. I always try to space out the rants because someone's always going to be like, oh, I'm not watching you, Bill. You just keep ranting all day. I play normal runs, too. I played a normal run on the last one. I don't rant all the time. Just most of the time. Anyway, see you on the next one. Peace.